Hey everyone, Tech OG here, representing those who are 40 and up with the tech. And this review is going to be on the RaceMouse. This is a tiny little mouse with a bevy of functions. I first found out about this mouse on Kickstarter. Member of there, and I like going on Kickstarter because people put items on there that you can't normally find in the store. They're usually inventions from people, and they're pretty cool stuff. Some stuff is pretty cool. And so I found out about this mouse on Kickstarter. Thought it was really interesting because I'm a fan of small, tiny, and compact things that has a lot of functions. So read about it, watched the videos, and decided to get one of these. The crowdfunding ended in November and took a couple of months because of COVID for me to receive the RaceMouse. Now I had my I would say my assumptions of the RaceMouse. Looking at how small it is, I figured that this area here was all clickable, and depending on where you would touch the mouse, it will click left click or right click. But now that I have it, I'll tell you more about the functionality of the mouse. But before I do, I'll be sure that the box that it came in. So like I said, because it's Kickstarter, it's not backed by a major company or anything, but they did get enough money to make the product. So it's one little generic box. So it doesn't have actually the buttons or any buttons on it. When you open it up, it comes in a plastic holder, and it comes with a small USB Type-C charging cord. Pretty cool stuff. So there's two different modes that you can connect this to or as. M2 is for the mode for your PC. I don't remember what M1 is for. I have to read the instructions again, but it's pretty cool. I already have it paired to my laptop here, my 1X4. Now I do want to say, I don't have to turn it off. The top button here, this is not left or right click buttons. This top button here is for a laser pointer, which is pretty cool if you're making presentations and need people to see in a certain area on your screen. Pretty cool stuff. So one click turns it on, one click turns it off. This button here, I completely forgot. Actually, no, wait. This brings up the, I think it's a shortcut button, and I'm not sure if you can program a shortcut to it. I'll have to check the instructions, but the shortcut for this button for my laptop right now is for search. So you press it, search comes up, so anything that you searched previously is here, yada yada yada. Cool stuff. Now, as far as the function of this, and I'm going to compare it to an actual mouse. So the functionality is as follows. It's a touch mouse, so there's no clicking of sorts on this mouse as you may have on the traditional mouse where you have a left click and a right click. So for this mouse here, for a left click, you just on the top here. Oh, you can just move your finger to move the mouse arrow. Actually, correction, no, you gotta move the mouse itself. So it is optical. So you move the mouse around. Actually, let me show you better here. Move it around, mouse arrow moves, as you can see. You can scroll up and down using one finger on the mouse. So if you take your finger and scroll down, the page will go up. And if you move your finger up, the page will scroll down. So it's in reversal of an actual mouse, where on the mouse wheel, if you scroll down, put it on the table, if you scroll down, the page actually goes up. Or you're going further down on the page. And if you scroll up, you go up. So the indicator bar here goes up and down based on the movement. So if you go down, that goes down. And if you scroll up, the bar goes up, or the page goes up. But on this mouse, if you press down, this goes up. And if you Swipe up, page goes down. So that's something that you got to get used to. It's in reverse of an actual mouse, so the more you use it, the better you'll get uses out of it. Left mouse click will be a single tap. So if I want to go to another tab, single tap, boom, basically left click. Now if I want to right click, I basically have to take 2 fingers and tap on the area on the mouse like this. Boom, there's your right click. So the window pops up as if it's a right click on the mouse. So we got to remember that, 2 fingers. And to show you that it's correct, here's the right click on the mouse, same window pops up. So again, 2 fingers press down at the same time. So if you don't necessarily put them down at the same time, you won't get that window up. So you definitely want to practice 2 fingers at the same time. And this does have pinch to zoom too. So you can take a finger and thumb on the area of the mouse, find a spot, and then pinch to zoom. Let's see if I can show you on screen and then camera. There we go. It's a little finicky because the area of the mouse is kind of small to get precision zoom in and zoom out, but I'm just showing you that it actually works, which is pretty cool for a small mouse of this form factor. So end of the day, cool mouse, but I wouldn't necessarily use this over an actual mouse because number one, the area of the mouse is pretty small. So if you're trying to pinch the zoom, you gotta do it a couple of times just to get it to the size that you want. It's a little finicky as well. I'm not really a fan of touch mice where you gotta do 2 finger tap for right click and 3 finger taps for something else. I'm not necessarily a fan of touch mice. So like I said, I do like the form factor, don't get me wrong. Functionality is pretty cool in here as well. The laser pointer is pretty cool too. It's just not practical for me as far as using it as an everyday mouse for work. So I would rather use a regular mouse. Yeah, it's bigger, but I'm more used to the functions on here. And yeah, I may have to manually on the mouse zoom in and out. And that's fine. I mean, I just go to here if I want to go to zoom in and out and do that manually. That's fine. I don't care about that because I usually don't zoom too much anyway. But I just like the function of physically touching left and right and having the mouse scroll wheel. But that's just a quick review on the RaceMouse. If you are interested in getting one of these because of the form factor and because it is cool, don't get me wrong. They do have an Indiegogo because the Kickstarter, like I said, the crowdfunding is over. It's been over for a while. But they do have pre-orders on Indiegogo. So I will leave this link. Or actually, I was going to go to the Indiegogo link and leave this link in the comment section if you're interested in getting one of these. So that's the end of this quick semi-unboxing and review of the RaceMouse. If you enjoyed the video, definitely leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends about my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video.